Hey everybody, Jason Spangler here, the SanteeSwapper. I've got two different collections that I'm going to unbox for you. The first one arrived in these UPS poly mailers. This came from a gentleman who was an Eagle Scout. I think he's about 78 years old, so there might be some really interesting older stuff in these bags. And then this one, this box at the bottom, is quite a bit lighter. It came to me from Idaho, but there's just not much in here, so that'll be interesting to kind of go through there. I've already paid for these items, and so I'm going to go ahead and cut into them and see what I've got. Alright, I'm not sure this was the most cost-efficient way for this guy to mail these items to me. He mailed them via UPS, which is fine, but then mailing them in individual poly mailers probably meant that the cost added up. So, unfortunately, that sometimes happens. But let's go ahead and dump these out and we'll see what we have in this collection. Again, like I said, this guy is 78 years old, so I think there'll be some older stuff in here. Kind of curious to see. So we'll just kind of put all these together and see what comes out. It's like a lot of neckerchiefs and some loose stuff. That's always cool. Oh, there we go. Some more pieces coming out there. Some good stuff. All right. Almost left a neckerchief slide. I'll make sure I go through these bags before I put them in the trash. And then here we have, got some little padded envelope there. I see. Okay, we got a book here, old handbook. All right, there we go. Well, I'll start with the fun thing that just popped out. This definitely looks like a coffin case for an Eagle Scout medal, so let's just see what's happening in there. And sure enough, we have a couple of medals in here. So this is a, I'm not even sure if that's a little academic medal of some kind. Got a little medal here. This is a Valley Forge Council, Valley Forge Trail, so a trail medal. And then, yes indeed, we have a beautiful Eagle Scout medal in that case. I believe that's a 1950s. It's got the flat back on there. I think they made that in case people wanted to engrave the name on the back. But that's a beautiful sterling silver Eagle medal. So I always love getting Eagle medals when you get collections. I like to put them together with the sashes. So we'll see. I haven't spotted the sash yet, but hopefully there's a sash in here. Oh, okay, I see what he did. So he's just got some of the ceramic neckerchief slides in here. I don't think there's anything too good. I saw a Philmont one. So, nice old handbook here. His last name was Cook, and so it's written on the handbook. Although, this handbook, to me, honestly, is older than I would think this collection is. This handbook, if I'm not mistaken, is like from the 30s. And so, I'm not sure. Maybe this was his uncle or somebody like that, his father, somebody who's quite a bit older. But if we go through the patches here, here's an old Unami felt. Here's a Pennsylvania 1957 area patch, so that'll actually go in my collection. I don't recognize that one, and I have a collection of area conclave and meeting patches. Old Scout Reservation patch. Here's old Philmont, one that he would have gotten probably for hiking the Philmont. Again, more event patches. Valley Forge, their OA Lodge would have been Delmont during that time, and obviously here's a Camp Delmont patch, another Camp Delmont patch. So that tells you this guy's definitely from PA. Old Jamboree neckerchief, that's a 1953. Here's a 57. Here's a 60. And then that might be another 57 there as well. Got more neckerchiefs. Let's flip them around. So we got some Delmont Lodge neckerchiefs. More Jamboree, more Jamboree. I get a lot of Jamboree neckerchiefs, I tell you guys. Unami right there. Nice OA one. And then Delmont, he was on staff. There's two different Delmont staff. And then another Delmont Lodge neckerchief. And then here's another staff from a different year. Some more Delmont. Valley Forge Council, here's another Delmont. Another camp up there, Hart Scout Reservation. And then here's another, so neckerchiefs were big. We've already seen about 3 different Delmont OA neckerchiefs. Of course, if you went out to Philmont, which we saw the Philmont arrowhead, so you're going to expect to see this Philmont neckerchief right here. And he's got 1, 2 of those. And then another Delmont neckerchief. This is a 1959 anniversary patch on it. That's actually an anniversary patch I'm not sure that I've seen, so that probably is a good one. And then what have we got here? Some more stuff. More 64 Jamboree. Here's a nice area conclave neckerchief from 1960, I think it was, yeah. And this looks to be like a Valley Forge Council Camp Delmont staff neckerchief. And Resiga Falls. More Delmont. More Delmont, and more Delmont. So this is a nice little collection here, definitely from Pennsylvania, 1950s. That matches up with the 1950s Eagle Medal. Beautiful collection, very, very cool. I'm happy to get this. Love getting vintage old collections, things that I would have wanted to collect as a kid that I would get excited about. Now this box from Idaho, it's kind of a big box, but like I said, it's not very heavy, and it seems like there's a lot of space in here, so I don't remember too much about this collection. I did make a note that I had paid for it, so I'm curious to see what I bought. Alright, so we'll go through this and empty out quite a bit of padding there. Alright, slide this out. Okay. So this collection from Idaho includes a 1960s sash, which ironically is what was kind of missing from this collection from Pennsylvania. You would think if the guy sent me his Eagle Medal, he wouldn't have held back the sash, but maybe he misplaced it somewhere along the way. So this one is a nice sash, potentially an Eagle Scout here as well, just judging by how many. 1969, there's your Idaho connection right there. And then you can see here Culver City. Now Culver City is out in California, so it's possible that this guy did his scouting out there. In fact, yeah, Crescent Bay Area Council, that's a patch right there. I'm gonna just see if there's any more patches here from, yep, Crescent Bay, and then there's Catalina, which is Camp Emerald Bay. So definitely a California collection that the guy ended up in Idaho, and here's a LA patch. And then yes, indeed, I suspected earlier looking at his sash that this was an Eagle Scout, and sure enough, there is his Eagle Scout patch. Now this is kind of cool. I know Camp Emerald Bay is a special place for a lot of people. Here's a neat little acrylic slide from 1969 for that camp. So somebody's going to want to have that. Also this camper patch, I'm guessing since it matches up pretty well with that, probably goes together. So a very small collection, but some cool stuff nonetheless, and look forward to finding some folks who'd be interested in that. So Jason Spengler, the SanteeSwapper, this is kind of what I do. I buy collections from people who find me on the internet, people who maybe don't have anyone in their family who would appreciate their scouting memorabilia, and they're looking for somebody who's happy to purchase the collection and recycle it back into the hobby. So what will happen to these items? I'll get them sorted, cleaned up, listed, and either sell them on eBay, Facebook, take them to a jamboree and trade them, and some items I may even just take to scout camp and give them away to scouts. So all of these will get recycled back into the hobby, back into scouting. If you want to go to my website, scoutpatchcollectors.com, you can find my podcast there, other unboxing videos, and all the other things I have going on the internet. Again, Jason Spengler, the SanteeSwapper, thanks very much for watching.